Welcome to the Cross and Chisel, a series of video vignettes about how God works in the lives of ordinary people doing ordinary things. Here's retired church pastor Steve Craver, who now gets to spend more time in his shop, where he can do two things he loves at the same time, working with wood and telling stories.
On a cedar strip canoe.
The reason we call this the cross and chisel is because those were two things that Jesus was very familiar with. He was a carpenter and he worked in the carpenter shop. And of course, like me, he didn't have a table saw, but I bet you he had a chisel. And a chisel does a lot of good things. When you have a piece of wood, you use the chisel to take away whatever is not needed to be there. Sometimes we want to keep the parts that we want, but they're not what God wants. And we hang on to them for a long time. But eventually, if we're open to it and we allow it, God's chisel will clean out those parts of our life which are a hindrance to us. God uses the chisel of His love and the chisel of His care to take away those things so that we have just what we need to make our life fit together. And it's a process that happens all through our lives. So that's why we call it the cross and chisel.